Hey everyone, this is a quick intro to Quake II. This map is called The Edge, also known as q2dm1, and I'm just going to go over with a quick intro of the three main portions of the map. This is kind of your main center area. It's wide open. You'll then have something called the Mega Health Room. So you have combat armor, the Mega Health, which is important. Um, and if you kind of look around this way, then you have something called the chain gun, which is pretty good for close and far engagements. And then you have the third section, which is kind of this outdoor water area. And here you're going to have something called the rail gun, which is really good for um, killing low players or even players that have just newly spawned. You'll be able to kill them with one shot with this weapon. Um, and I'll show you a little bit about how it works in a little bit. And I just want to kind of go over getting around the map a little. So first thing I'm going to do is 2 plus hook. The mod we're using is called Lithium, so it enables grappling hook. So it'll allow you to get to portions of the map that's generally pretty difficult. Like if you want to get up to the second level here, you would just grappling hook all the way. So first things first, from this center area, you're probably going to want to get the rocket launcher. This is a pretty good weapon. Shoots a fairly fast projectile and it does splash damage, which means even if you're close, it does damage. From there, there's two ways to get to the water. One is here, kind of through this little area. And then you can get the railgun. And the other way, and I'll just kind of go the opposite way for this one. The other way to get there is through this window. So here's the open area again. You can go through this little area back to the water. And so there you have it. The other way to get to the water area where the railgun is to get up here. Just go along this ridge. And if you look down here, it should look pretty similar. There's a second rocket launcher here. And that's where the railgun is. So the other way to get up to this ledge is to use this elevator. You just walk on it, it lifts you up, and then you just walk across. From here, you're able to get to the main rocket launcher by going through this corridor. So this is a pretty common spawn point right here. So you just walk down this little hole, drop in, and you're going to see the rocket launcher. You don't want to jump out. And then from here, you have a lot of options on what you can do. You can kind of get up here. You can rocket jump, which is just jumping and shooting a rocket at your foot at the same time. And as I mentioned before, there's a chain gun here. So this one is pretty useful. It has a slow ramp-up time, but once it gets going, it does a lot of damage. It's a fairly tight radius, as you can see. Always pick up combat armor because it helps your longevity a lot. So the traditional way to get to the Mega Health without the grappling hook is to jump onto... I can't even do it, forget it. Just use the grappling hook, it's easier. Just grappling hook over here, pick up the Mega Health. And from there it gives you 100 health, and that starts to decay down to 100. So, kind of looking back around, here's the rocket launcher one more time. Of course, you can also come up through here to drop down to the rocket launcher. That the thing I just picked up there is railgun slugs, by the way. Pick it up from here. And then here's the mega health room. So that's basically everything. I mean, as you can see, if you want to take the long way to the water, you can go up this ramp. And it leads you to this little area. Oops, don't fall. So just grapple up here. Run along here, and here's a second rocket launcher. The other way up is through this second elevator shaft. And I want to take this time to quickly talk about the railgun. Oh, I don't have it, so let me go pick it up. Just kind of go in the water here. Look up and press space to pop out. Pick that up. You always want to pick up armor shards, especially when you're against someone that's trying to railgun you or rocket you, because a rocket and a railgun will do approximately 100 damage each, which means if you have no armor and no extra health, then one shot from this will kill you. And this shoots a little bit fast. I mean, I'm clicking as fast as possible here. The rocket launcher, a little bit faster. But what happens is if you pick up even one of these armor shards, right, and if you get shot once with either a railgun or a rocket, you won't die immediately. So that's it. I think that concludes the intro. I mean, one quick note, one more weapon that's pretty useful is this super shotgun. Up close, it does a lot of damage. It's almost an insta-kill with no armor. But far away, as you can see, it spreads out a lot more, and it does a lot less damage. This is a great weapon for taking out someone very close. These guys are grenades, so you can kind of press and click, count to 5, 4, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lastly, this is the grenade launcher. So this guy pops out little pineapples, and they just kind of bounce around and wreak havoc. Always try to pick up this gold-colored armor. It's a lot better than the armor you saw over here. It just protects you a lot better. Alright, and that concludes it. Alright, thanks.